Athletes, welcome back to another great day of fitness. We got Jacob and we got Ray today, and we've got an EMOM for you that has everything you could possibly want out of a workout. So we hope you like the Sandlot, because I'm going to throw some references in today. Make sure you get your Baby Ruthie autographed ball and get ready, because your warm-up is coming up next. Athletes, the warm-up is finally here. We've got 10 seconds on the clock, so go ahead and find a spot that you can do your heel toe rocks. We got those coming up in 3, 2, 1, and go. So right now, we're taking it nice and easy. We are just getting some extension and flexion in our ankles, getting ready for our running or for our step jacks that we have today. I got all these exercises in my head, but I'm here with you right now. We're gonna go through roughly 10 reps on this, and then what we're gonna do is that we are going to move into toe taps. So I'm gonna have Jacob move over to his box. I'm gonna have Ray move over to the runner. And with these, what we're gonna do is that we are gonna shift that weight back and forth, trying to be dynamic with this. So if you can get a little bit of a hop into that step, that's great. But if you have any ankle or calf issues and you need to step up to those toe taps, that is completely fine as well. We're gonna go through roughly 10 reps on each side here, and then we are gonna move into air squats. So I'm gonna have both athletes move back out to the floor. And in this position, if you need to do this assisted, I'm actually gonna have Jacob squat down to his jerk block. I'm gonna have Ray squat in no assistance, and we're gonna go ahead and start working our way through this range of motion. Now, when we go through these, with it being a warm-up motion or movement, I want you guys to we can tempo this, so I can have Ray go 3, 2, 1, and then stand. I can have Jacob go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stand. We're just trying to find those corners and get through that range of motion. Now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna step out, get enough space so that you can get into a Cossack squat stance, which is gonna be a nice wide stance like this. And we're gonna start to shift side to side, not into a full Cossack squat, but just getting those hips opened up. I'm gonna have Jacob go a little bit wider with his feet for me. And then we're gonna shift that body weight side to side, trying to get a little bit deeper with each of these. Jacob is doing these assisted, so what he can do is use a chair, or in his case, he's got a kettlebell in front of him that he can use for assistance to keep his balance. We are ultimately trying to get low enough on each side that we can get that hip crease down below our kneecap, which it's gonna take a couple reps to get there, because you could be just getting off work, you could be getting out of bed right now, and we wanna ease into this. We're gonna go back into our heel toe rocks, so I'm gonna have both athletes stand back up. I wanna go into those heel toe rocks, and I'm gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna go into some bunny hops, so what we're gonna do is, it's like single unders without the jump rope. If you don't have single unders, then you can just do calf raises. So I'm gonna have Jacob do calf raises for me, just like that. I got Ray doing bunny hops here. Extra points if you do the bunny hands. It's totally up to you. But next what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go into our toe taps again. So Jacob's going back to his box. We're gonna have Ray go back to the runner. And if you were not dynamic the first time, but you feel like you can now, because we're getting warmed up, go ahead and start to speed those up. Jacob, let's see it faster, 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 and that's wonderful. Let's go ahead and relax. We're gonna go back into our air squats. With our air squats here, we're gonna make these dynamic, so you're gonna squat and give me a little jump at the top. If you don't have jumping, that is okay. You can go to a toe raise like Jacob's gonna go at the top, just like that. Get your Michael Jackson on and give me a hee-hee right there, wonderful. And then what we're gonna do is we're moving back into our Cossack squats. And I know that you are warmed up to the point where we can get full range of motion. So I want 4 on each side here. If you're having difficulty with getting into the deepest position in that Cossack squat, it is okay. That does not mean you're not doing the movement right. We're gonna hit that range of motion that we can, get as deep as we can, making sure that we feel comfortable in our knees, hips, and ankles. One thing I wanna point out, and then we'll be done here, watch how Jacob rotates out on that outer foot onto the heel. This will help you facilitate a good position for your knee, ankle, and hip. If you can keep the foot flat, that is all right as well, but I like to see a little bit of that rotation. We are resting in 3, 2, 1, and that is it. The warm-up is done. Turn your cell phone on silent, grab your water, do whatever you need to, because I need your undivided attention for the next 16, actually 15 minutes, because our last one's a rest period. So get ready, the workout is coming up next. Athletes, our workout is starting now. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. We got an EMOM going on, so you are either going to step jacks or running. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So we got Jacob doing 60 step jacks here. He has not gone to the Kevin school of exercise and he can do these correctly. Or Kevin may be doing them correctly and we're all doing them incorrectly. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out our reels because you will find the semi-failed tutorials I've done with Kevin. We got Ray running 200 meters over here. What we're trying to do is we got to get this work done in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give you a 10-second warning. And if you are still working at 10 seconds, I'm going to have you stop at that point so you have enough time to transition to the next movement. So if Jacob was to get to 50 step jacks by the time I call 10 seconds, then he's stopping there and he's going to try to hit that rep range that he hit within 50 seconds every time after that. That is your 10-second warning right there. How many did you get, Jacob? Jacob got 50, so he's doing 50 every time. Ray's getting some warm up because we haven't even started here. We are going in now. So go ahead and start into those line hops and those toe taps. Those line hops do not count. I apologize. But no, these do. Keep going. No, these are fine. So with our line hops today, now I've done line hops myself and these can be very tough. They can also be a little uncomfortable on your feet. So if you guys are feeling like it's rubbing that foot pad because you're going back and forth there, we have a thing called out and ins, which may be confused with an up down, but for our purposes today, it's gonna be an out and in. Ray's got some extra time. Show us a couple of out and ins right now. So it's a jumping jack without the hands. So if you guys wanna sub this, relax. If you wanna sub that for your line hops today, you're actually gonna see Ray do that in the next round. Every time that we jump out, it's a rep, and every time we jump in, it's a rep. So just count those out jumps and do half of the reps that you have to, and that gets you to the total amount of reps that we got. We got 5 seconds left on the clock. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. These are our Cossack squats. So we have 12 total, or 6 on each side. What the athletes are doing is that they are shifting their body weight to that outside foot, and they're rotating on the foot of the extended leg. So with this can be quite a mobility challenge. So if you are having difficulty with getting into a Cossack squat position, it doesn't feel great on your knees, I'll let you do a regular jumping air squat like we did in the warm-up. Jacob, go ahead and show me a couple jumping air squats right now. Just like this. So we will sub these in and relax. We will sub these in for your Cossack squats if your knees just aren't feeling that today. Be smart about this and make the workout something that's gonna work for you. Don't try to force yourself into a position where your body may not be ready for that. We've got 15 seconds and then we are resting. So during this time, as always, it's Jacob's first time here, so he may not know the drill. He comes to my 2 p.m. class every day, so he does know that during rest time, what do we do during rest time, Jacob? Well, we rest, but what else do we do? We move around. So I need you guys to make sure that we're not cooling down during this time. So if you want to hit a few extra air squats, if you want to get down on the ground and hit a seal pose or a down dog, swing those arms around, do some windmills, whatever you want to do right now, I just need you moving. So I want to make sure that we're keeping that heart rate slightly elevated. Today's workout is going to be something that we have that really high heart rate going up in our first round from our run, and then we're moving into some things that are going to be lower intensity, but it requires more focus, like our Cossack squats. So both athletes have 20 seconds, and then we are getting into our next round. We've got 4 rounds of this 16-minute EMOM. So we got 10 seconds on the clock. Jacob hit 50 of his step jacks, and this is his goal for this round now. We're going in 3, 2, 1, go. This first minute is the one that everybody has the potential of time capping on. So again, I'm gonna give you that 10-second warning so you know where to stop at. Now Jacob's going for 50 reps. If I call the 10-second warning and he's at 48, I want him to go all the way to the 50 because fatigue can set in a little bit, and I'm expecting you to slow down slightly. But I do want to make this workout customizable for you so it meets you where your fitness level is. What we always think about with these workouts is that if you see a monster of a workout and you're like, there's no way I can do that, it is okay. I'm here to help you. We're looking at taking that workout and our fitness level, and we want to put that workout right above our fitness level. So it's making us reach, but it's not something that's impossible to do. Keep moving for me. I will let you know when we are at 10 seconds, and Jacob finished his 50 step jacks a lot quicker. He's going more than 50 on this next round. We're going in 3, 2, 1. We've got out and ins for Ray. We've got our toe taps for Jacob. And again, the out and ins are something that I like a little bit better personally, because when I do those jump overs, those line hops, it tends to rub on the bottom of my feet and it feels like I got blisters. So I did these all on vacation, and I do these workouts just like you guys are doing at home, and they are no joke. But those line jumps or the line hops, I do the out and in. So you pick the choice for yourself. It's still gonna get you a similar stimulus, whichever one that you do. So customize it to what's gonna work best for you. Now we've got 25 seconds on the clock, and we're going back into our Cossack squats. Now, as always, you know I like to flip the script a little bit, and I'm gonna add a little bit of a challenge. I know Jacob's getting super nervous here, and I think I'm just gonna talk it up so that he doesn't understand what's about to happen, because he may be getting nervous. He doesn't know what's gonna go on. Is he gonna come back and do more workouts with us? I don't know. We're going in 5 seconds, and 3, 2, 1, and go. So now, instead of our 12 Cossack squats, what I'm gonna have you guys do is that we are gonna work on our Cossack squats for 40 seconds. Yeah, we got Cossack squats for 40 seconds here. So if you wanna strategize and move through your range of motion where you're feeling those corners, I see Ray slowing down a little bit, which I don't know why, because Ray's she's a pro, she's an experienced veteran here. We've had her quite a few times. This is Jacob's first time, like I said, and we're very happy to have him. If it's your first time at home, I promise we always make these fun. If you're looking at me like I'm crazy right now and you're like, I'm not doing anything more than 12 Cossack squats, that's okay. I'll give you a first time pass. If you've been here with me more than once, then you were going, oh, we're done, that's it. I like to hear the sound of my own voice, but these guys didn't quit. I know you guys didn't either, but we got 10 seconds, and then we're going into our rest time. So again, during this is probably the hardest minute of the entire workout, because you're on your own here. You got to move around. You got to pick what's getting tight in your body. We got Ray doing some quad stretches here. We got Jacob going down into his bottom of a squat hold, which is this man's mobility. He didn't tell me he could do this. He didn't know he could do that. It's the Cossack squat. See, this stuff works. So continue to move around here, do whatever you need to, but be dynamic. You can do arm circles, you can do arm throws, you can do a seal pose, you can do a pigeon pose like my yogi master Jacob over here. We've got it's a dragon, or it's a lizard, I'll just say it's a lunge stretch, but there's some animal that's the position that we're in. We got 20 seconds left on the clock. The best news is, and the worst news is, we're halfway through this workout. I wish I had more time with you guys today, but we're gonna make the best of these next 2 rounds that we have. Go ahead and stand up for me. We got 10 seconds on the clock. We are going in 5, and 3, 2, 1, go. Now Jacob is going all the way, because I know that this man can get 60 step jacks on this, because last time he finished with like an extra 10 seconds before the 10-second warning, and he's turned on the speed. So we just needed that first round to kind of get ourselves warmed up. That car was having a hard time starting because it's winter time or whatever it is, it's rainy outside. So we just had to let that engine sit for a second, and now Jacob is working at peak performance, and we're getting all these reps in. Jacob, you are not quitting until you get all 60 reps in. We got Ray over here getting smoke off this runner. She is flying through this. You guys have 20 seconds left on the clock, so keep working for me. I will give a 10-second warning for everybody but Jacob, because he has to go all the way. You guys have 10 seconds on the clock. He's getting faster with these. Get all those in. We are moving into our toe taps and line hops in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So Ray's moving back to her line hops here. She's gonna alternate between her out and ins and her line hops every other round. If you love the line hops or you love the out and ins and wanna do it every single round, you pick and make this workout your own for today. We got Jacob going on his toe taps here. So our best toe tapper is Kevin. It sounds like we've got a woodpecker in the studio with how fast his feet are hitting that box. But we've got, you guys finished way too fast on that. I'm gonna have to change these reps on this last round. We got 30 seconds left. So if you guys are continuing to work, make sure you're getting all of those reps in. Get yourself ready, because we got our Cossack squats coming up next. And you know we went 40 seconds last round. We're going 40 seconds again. So there's no choice on this. If you guys wanna do your 12, because that's your limit for today, that is okay as well. We've got 10 seconds on the clock, and then we are getting into these wonderfully fantastic mobilizing Cossack squats in 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, if you're doing Cossack squats and you found this was a difficult movement for you, as long as knees, hips, and ankles feel good, and you want to try to get a little bit deeper as you go through this, please do. If you can't, and you're just doing that upper version because you're up here, you've got tight hips, I'm completely okay with that. Keep yourself in a safe position. And most importantly, you're not scaling the workout, you're modifying it to meet you where that fitness level is. Your self-worth is not based on how well you can do a movement, so get that out of your head. The fact that you showed up today, you were a rock star, and we are so happy that you're here. So do the movement to the best of your ability, but stay safe and keep working at it, because you know that we're gonna get you better, we're getting better, you're getting better, and we're having a great time while we're doing it. That's 40 seconds. I went back over again. I was like motivationally talking to myself at that point. We got 10 seconds left on the clock, and I hope you guys are ready. So go ahead, get your space. We got a rest period. I got her. Who else did I get? We got a rest period here, so I want you guys to go ahead and continue to move around. What we're gonna do is we got a bonus round. What we got is 20 push-ups. If you wanna add this in, 20 push-ups, right? Let's go, right now. Come on, 20 push-ups. Jacob, 20 push-ups. I'm not kidding, let's go. You got 45 seconds. Jacob, get down. If you guys want the bonus work, you can. If you wanna rest, that is completely okay. I'm just throwing this in here because you know I gotta mix it up a little bit. We've got all lower body today, so we gotta get you balanced out. So if you're gonna throw in those 20 push-ups right now, you can. We got 30 seconds left on the clock. Jacob's going all the way. I'm not counting these until his chest touches the floor though. So these are good warm-up reps, but we are still at 1. You got 20 seconds left. You need to start taking notes on how Ray's doing these, because this is, So we've got 10 seconds left on the clock, and if you rested during that period, I'm completely fine with that. Please don't feel like you gotta do this extra stuff. I'm just gonna throw those out every once in a while, and go! We're on to our run, we're on to our step jacks. It's madness in the studio. This is our last round, so I want Jacob to get these 60 step jacks done in the fastest amount of time possible. He's gonna get it done before that 10-second warning. And this man is moving now. He's starting to do the Kevin of the leg out without shifting that body weight. We gotta get our body weight over both feet, but I think he's either wincing in pain or he's got a smile on his face. But either way, we're having a great time today. We got 30 seconds left on the clock. That means Jacob has 20 seconds left. He's getting all these, Ray is somehow going faster on this runner. We are going all the way through, getting all of our reps in, and Ray just got this done in record time. We have our 10-second warning on the clock. Jacob he's the man, he's getting all his reps in. Hey, finished in like 2 seconds over. I love that. We got 3, 2, 1. We're going into our toe taps, and we've got our out and ins for Ray. So on this one, this is our last round. So, why not? We're gonna add some extra reps here. You guys are gonna be going until the 30-second mark. I'm taking away the rep count, and we're going for a total of 30 seconds. I want you to keep moving for me. We got 10 seconds left on the clock. Give me all that fitness. If you're going to the number of reps we've done in the previous rounds, that's cool. Stay with that. Don't feel like you're doing less than. If you're going to 30 seconds, you can stop now. So that is it. We got 30 seconds of rest. And then we are going into Cossack squats. The athletes here are very scared because they don't know what I'm gonna do to them next. But I've already got it in my head because you know that I'm gonna make this a little bit interesting. I've got to. This is my last minute with you guys. Unless we do something on the minute of rest, but we'll see. So we got 10 seconds. So this is what's gonna happen is that we are going in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. You've got your Cossack squats here. We're gonna work for 40 seconds. I'm gonna challenge these athletes that if Ray wants to do a Cossack squat on each side, then bring her feet into a squat position. She's gonna give me a jumping squat, up, step back out to her Cossack position. She's gonna go back and forth, and she's doing a combo here. Jacob, it's his first time. Like I said, I'm gonna take it easy on him because I want him coming back. We love having Jacob with us. So I'm gonna have him keep doing these Cossack squats, but I'm gonna get him a little bit lower because I saw this man doing a squat hold earlier, and I know that he can get lower. There we go. with Ray. Notice that she is bringing those feet back into a good position so she can keep her knees out as she goes into that jumping squat and then right back out into her Cossack position. We're working, we're gonna continue to work. I'll let you guys know when we're gonna stop. Keep working for me. We're almost there. Remember, I told you I was gonna stop you at 40 seconds, but I didn't entirely tell the truth because we are at our minute cap. You can rest, and that is it. And so that is it for this workout. Thank you so much. I would like to close out right now and tell you the warm-up or the cool-down's coming up next, but we got 20 more push-ups that we're gonna do. So back down on the floor, we got 20 more because, hey, if we can get some extra fitness in, there's never a bad time to do that. And it's just like eating more vegetables. You've never heard of somebody having too many. So all the way through here, we've got both of our athletes. If you can't do push-ups, that's okay. Go down to knee push-ups. If you grab a plate or an implement, you can lay down on your back and you can do a floor plate, a floor dumbbell press, whatever it is. If you are done and you're resting right now, I applaud you as well because you stuck with us through this entire EMOM. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of like fitness Christmas here. It's like the stocking gift that you didn't know that you were gonna get. But look, we opened it up and we had push-ups in it. So keep moving for me. You guys are doing great. If you're gonna finish all those reps up, we are done in 5 and 3, 2, 1. Now we are done. That is it. There are no more surprises. You guys did a wonderful job. We had a great time with you today. Jacob, great job. Ray, great job. Both hands. Great job, athletes. Thank you for showing up. Now, it's not the end because you got your cool down coming up next, so stick around. Athletes, once again, fantastic job. We were so happy to have you join us, and you stuck with us all the way, even with those surprises that came up. Now, if it's your first time, like Jacob, we're gonna go into the post-workout interview. So Jacob, tell us how it was.
It was good. The push-ups kind of threw me for a loop, but
Okay, and then are you gonna do this again? So Jacob's doing it again, so if it's your first time, we want you to do it again with us, and we got a 7-day free trial that you can start right now. You could start it yesterday and get on your fitness journey, whether you're looking to be a little bit fitter just to attack life with anything it throws at you, or make it all the way to the competition floor. The Mayhem athlete community is a like-minded group of athletes that will encourage you along your way to your goals and have a great time while doing that. So join us today, and if you're already a member, thank you so much. Now, your cool down is listed here, so I always say this, you gotta take care of your body because it just took care of you. And most importantly, be good, be kind, and join us again for another great day of fitness.